This is an ordinary bench vise. This is what is known as a multi-purpose bench vise. So there are two things that both can do. So this can open and clamp. Also this one. And it can swivel. Now this is a lot more expensive than this one because this can do other things. So these are the things that this vise can do that this cannot do. So it can go like that and hold round stock here. Okay, so it can hold round stock in this position. So you can cut, grind, or polish, and you cannot do that in this ordinary vise. And you can also oops can also position it and then hold the round stock so you can also choose the angle in which you want to hold the round stock. So you cannot do that here, but I'll teach you a method that will enable you to do the clamping activities of this multi-purpose bench vise, and you don't have to spend a lot of money because this is a lot more expensive than this one. So all you need to have is a piece of angle bar, in my case around 2 feet, and you take your pick. There are many classes of vice grips. You have the long nose vice grip, you have the ordinary vice grip, you have the vice grip for bending sheet metal, you have the C-clamp vice grip. So for our purpose, my first choice is this one, the long nose vice grip. I don't want to use this because you're limited to bending and clamping sheet metal. We don't need that because we're trying to imitate this one. This would also do, and the ordinary vice grip. All you have to do is weld the vice grip on one edge of the angle bar. This is about 2 feet long. I'll show you by and by why I'd rather have an angle bar 2 feet long than a short angle bar. So if you're going to use this one, you weld it here. Now if you would notice, if you use the ordinary vice grip, you just have a small area for your welding. But if you're an experienced welder, you can do that. Here, you can weld the C-clamp vise somewhere here. You have a larger welding area. Just like here, you have a large welding area. So once you've welded the vice grip onto your angle bar, you can now imitate all the things that this can do. And I'll show you that with this setup you can even do more things than this multi-purpose bench vise. So we'll imitate that. Just clamp the angle bar with the welded vise grip, so you can do that position. See? Identical. This is round stock, and you can do that position. That's all you have to do. Weld the vise grip there, and you can do almost all the things. You can do all the things that this vise can do and more. I'll show you the things that this does, and you can do it with this DIY stuff, and this is even better. I'll show you later. You can hold round stock on a vertical manner also here. See what this can do? This can do also. By the way, if you don't know how to weld, you can use this, and then just instead of welding it like that, you can just use nuts and bolts to position it here. Drill 2 holes here and here, and then attach it by means of nuts and bolts. So if you don't know how to weld, just use nuts and bolts, but you have to use this so that you'll have space to drill holes. Here you'll have very little space for drilling holes. You can also use it, but that portion might not be too strong if you drill a hole there. So this is a better alternative if you want to use nuts and bolts, but I prefer that you weld it like this, or teach yourself how to weld. So here you can hold the round stock near the vise, just like here. But with this you can extend the holding or the clamping somewhere here, because all you have to do is clamp this portion here, so you'll have an extension up to here to hold the round stock. That's something you can do with your DIY project. That's something this expensive multi-purpose vise cannot do. So this is one thing that this can do, and also this one can do. But this is something that this cannot do. So here it's limited to that distance from this pivot area. Here you can hold the round stock far away. That's something this cannot do, but that's something this DIY project can do. Okay? So this is another thing that this DIY project can do. So you can hold round stock or flat stock near your face, but you cannot do that here. You're limited to that length. But here you can extend it up and hold it there if you want to weld somewhere here, or if you want to do anything that you want to do with a round bar near your face. Okay, time for coffee. Oh yeah.